I post video lectures for my undergraduate and graduate students onto this YouTube channel, but over the next few months, I'm going to try to produce some additional content, a series of videos about creative strategies for online and remote learning, basically tips and tricks that will help educators teach more effectively and efficiently, and hopefully to produce more engaging content that allows you to connect with your students and help them learn. Now, at first, I'm pretty much going to focus on asynchronous content production, and it depends on how many people actually watch this stuff. If people subscribe and are interested, if it's worth my time, I will also do content on synchronous production. It really all just depends if anyone's watching or finds this stuff useful. If no one finds it useful, that's okay, but if people are watching and they suggest ideas for videos and I can produce things that will help them, great, I will do it. And it also depends on how much time and energy I have in this endless hellscape that is our present. I'll leave links to my Instagram and Twitter down below if you want to follow along there. I post educational content there, but most of the time it's just stupid memes that I make that I also post on Reddit. Also, and this is more directly relevant and more important, I think, there's a link to my website, digital-pedagogy.com. That's digital-pedagogy.com. I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's just a place where I put all the various resources that I have with an easy to remember URL. So in addition to uploading the videos onto YouTube, I'm also going to post that content onto that website. Right now, I'm creating a lot of Photoshops and PNGs, in other words, images with transparent backgrounds. I'm creating animated GIFs and other sorts of animations. All of that stuff right now, I'm making it and I'm using it myself, but it's not really going anywhere other than my own video content. So my idea is I'm going to create a new page on that website, and every time I create content that could be useful, I will just upload it to there. It'll be a free resource that's labeled, and you can download it and use it in your own videos. Do you want an animated Karl Marx shooting laser beams out of his eyes? Yes, of course you do. Do you need a PNG of Michel Foucault or bell hooks? Probably. What about a video of Owen Wilson saying, "Wow"? Wow. You could use that in your video content. I have that for you. Here are some video ideas that I have in the works. Hardware. What kind of equipment do you need to produce more professional content? Do you need a better microphone? What kind of microphone is best for your setup? Just a little behind the scenes. I'm actually recording this video with my cell phone attached to a really piece of stand, a nice microphone, and a $12.99 piece of fabric from Joann's. And every so often, a car drives by, like now. That ruins the take. I'm also going to create a series of videos about how to make better asynchronous video lectures using a variety of tools. Keynote, PowerPoint, Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut, basically any sort of professional or semi-professional editing software. Adobe Character Animator is actually really fascinating for creating video lectures with animated characters, just in case you don't feel like appearing on camera, which is so often the case in the middle of COVID. And I'm also going to be posting content that I think will be useful for undergraduate and graduate students, particularly if you're like me and you're the first person in your family to go to college. Things like how to request a letter of recommendation. There's actually an etiquette to it, but everyone just assumes you know, and they get mad if you don't know the etiquette, but they won't explicitly tell you the etiquette unless you've made them mad. What's it like being a first-generation student? It's awesome, and it also sucks. How to apply to graduate school. What's the difference between a CV and a resume? What are the ranks of professors, and why should you care? How do you deal with imposter syndrome, or at least minimally, how did I deal with it? Things that I think might be fun. What's a day in the life of a professor like? Another idea is this. I'm not sure if I'm going to produce this video, and if I do produce it, I'm not sure if I'm going to release it, but what was it like growing up in a religious cult that was anti-intellectual? And finally, one video that I'm really excited about that I don't think anyone's going to watch, and it's not going to be useful, but I'm excited. Right now, no students can come to my office because of COVID, and frankly, I'm not there very much. As a result, several of my plants have died. But I'm a person who likes to collect weird, eclectic stuff at flea markets and that sort of thing, right? So I have a lot of weird in my office. So I have a series aptly titled Weird in My Office. It's probably just going to be 2 videos. And I'm going to show you weird stuff in my office. So since students can't come see any of the stuff that I've collected, you can watch it if you want to. As I make this video content, I'll be posting it onto YouTube, my website, and I'll also share that content onto our professors on Reddit. And if you could, before you leave, click that like button. All of my self-worth and self-identity is mapped onto that number, as well as the subscription count. So if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe, otherwise my self-esteem will plummet. I don't really care about the notification bell. If you want to click it, that's cool. Anyway, thanks, and bye.